They've arrived on schedule. Every Saturday, these people come to take all of our money. Just one is tough to take down, but against a horde of them is a whole different story. I call this occurrence a Beggar Rush. For the last 3 weeks, I've designed a system to increase the player's engagement and increase the difficulty of my tower defense game called Rent-A-Defense. To start, this system is a week-based cycle. At the end of each wave, from Sunday through Friday, the player earns 2 things. First, a percentage. This percentage tracks the chance of a Beggar Rush occurring, and the more profit per wave you're making, the higher percent chance of a Beggar Rush occurring, but failing to make profit will decrease the chance. The second thing you get is a currency called Goodwill. The way you get it is similar to the way the Beggar Rush chance is calculated, except you always gain at least a little bit of Goodwill per wave. After completing Friday's wave, the screen turns dark, a shop drops down, and some ominous sounds start playing. This allows you to put that Goodwill to use. Either A, spend 19 Goodwill to make the chance of a Beggar Rush 0, with the high chance you will not get 19 Goodwill in a single week. B, choose not to spend any of it and risk the Beggar Rush occurring. Or C, a third, more expensive option that gives you some sort of buff, although I haven't came up with a good idea for what this buff will be. Once you click the wave button, it will begin. Now we're finally to the Beggar Rush. So you might be wondering what differentiates a Beggar Rush from a regular wave. Well, a couple things. First, the enemies are different. Each of the beggar enemies are counterparts to existing enemies in the game. These enemies in terms of archetype are similar to their regular versions, but taken to the extreme. For example, the Beggar Goldman is still a slow enemy with high HP, but with double the HP and even slower than the regular version. Secondly, these enemies have a different objective. Regular enemies take your lives when getting to the end of the track, and when they die, they drop money. Beggar enemies instead take your money when getting to the end of the track, meaning you can't die directly because of Beggar Rush, and they also drop nothing when you kill them. Besides Goodwill, I've added one more counter to the Beggar Rush, a new tower called the Safe. Basically, this tower just stores your money so it can't be stolen during a Beggar Rush because it's safe. Lastly, I did some more balance changes. So that's the new mechanic I've added to the game. It was not only fun to make, but it was also a very worthwhile addition to the game loop, giving the player another long-term goal besides just beating the level, so it's a bit more engaging. Okay, that's it. If you liked the video, like and subscribe, hit the bell, follow my Twitter for more game updates earlier than these devlogs. Goodbye.